Reformers and iconoclasts are not the same. The Reformers were not all iconoclasts. The Lutherans were not iconoclasts, but there's a distinction between the usefulness of images and the veneration of images. So let's see what he says. Okay. The practice of venerating images of the saints developed strongly in the Greek church during the 5th to 7th centuries. It does. And I do appreciate that there is an acknowledgement of that doctrine actually developing. We don't see this extremely strong view of iconography and the essential nature of icons in the early church. In fact, many of the early apologists we have in the church mention that there are no images in Christian worship. And there's even a local council that condemns the use of images. Now, that doesn't mean that personally I say that we shouldn't have images. That's not the argument I'm making, because we also do have examples of very early pictures and images in churches. The church seems to be split over the issue, but it's not a central issue. This is what we see, that it's so not essential to the worship of the church. In fact, they often use it to criticize the pagans for having such a central place for images in worship. It's so not central that there even is one council that says we shouldn't use images at all. And there's not a huge controversy about this either. That doesn't mean people didn't disagree with it, but this wasn't a dividing line in terms of what are the practical use of images. So what I don't think you see is an extensive veneration of images in the church. And it does develop in that time. And especially as we get to the Second Council of Nicaea.